Hi, Derek Hughes, stand-up magician here. You may have seen me perform comedy magic on America's Got Talent or The Ellen DeGeneres Show, but today I've snuck down into my basement office so I can teach you a magic trick that you can do for someone that you care about. It involves a deck of cards. You place a deck of cards down onto the table in front of you and you say, please cut the cards in about half. They will do all the action. Once you set the cards on the table, you never touch the cards again. They cut the cards in about half. You have them cut both of those piles into about half, making 1, 2, 3, 4 piles. You have them pick up pile number 1 and deal in its place 3 cards from the top. 1, 2, 3, and 1 card on each of the remaining piles. 1, 2, 3. Replace the remaining cards back where they came. Pile number 1. Pile number 2, they do it again. The action never changes. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. 1 card on the remaining piles. 1, 2, and 3, and the remaining cards back where they came from. Pile number 3. Make them count out loud as they do it, as if this has something to do with how the magic works. The power of numbers, numerology. Deal 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Even louder, say. Count as you deal the others. 1, 2, 3. And replace back where they came. By the time they get to pile number 4, they should almost be able to do it on their own, but keep an eye, make sure everything's going smooth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And back where they came. 4 piles, they cut, they dealt, they do everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile number 3. If everything is done correct, the top card on pile number 3, you say, always ends up being a 3. Well, that seems impossible. What I really don't understand is how pile number 1 has a 3, pile number 2 has a 3, and pile number 4 has a 3. And you take your huge applause and bow as a master magician. Here's the secret. It's about following instructions. There's this odd procedure that must happen, the dealing of the 3 cards over and over again. And we justify it through the story of they're going to do everything and the power of numerology, speaking the words, counting the numbers out loud. That's a bunch of baloney just to keep them on track and keep them distracted from sort of the mathematics of what's actually going on. The secret is 4 threes begin on the top of the pile. 4 threes on top of the deck. You set them down, you're ready to go, you never touch them. Watch what happens. When they cut in half, you keep track of where those 3s are. For the sake of this instruction, I'm going to turn those 4 threes face up so we can follow them through this demonstration. When performing, don't turn them face up. It ruins the surprise. They cut the deck in half. They cut the remaining piles in half. Wherever the 3s end up will be pile number 4. So once they're done cutting, you count the piles, 1, 2, 3, 4 piles, pick up pile number 1. If by chance they cut the other direction, now this will be pile number 4, so you would start with pile number 1 here. Whichever pile number 1 is, have them pick it up themselves. You don't touch anything. Have them deal 3 cards right from the top and make them count out loud. 1, 2, 3. Then 1 card on each of the remaining piles. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3. And make sure they put all those cards back on top of pile number 1. You're guiding their procedure. Pick up pile number 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, we're adding in different cards on top of that pile of 3s. Pile number 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally, as you can see what happens, 1, 2, 3. Now the 3s, 1, 2, 3. You're getting them to do the dirty work for you. You say pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. This was pile number 3. Look, the top card is a 3. Pause there. Let this be the false ending, as if this is climax enough. And it's not a bad trick. How did that 3 end up there? They did do everything. Then hit them with the double whammy. All the 3s are on top. They'll be astonished. Never give away the secret. And I hope you enjoy being a magician. We'll see you again sometime soon.